Almost time at Rogers Center as the roof is shut to keep us nice and warm. Tonight it's game 3 of this 4-game set between the Boston Red Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. Boston attempt to end a 6-game losing streak. Next. Hyunjin Ryu gets the starting assignment in this one for the Jays. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, hard to be any better than he was in his last one. How about a CG and a 2-hitter? He was in complete control from beginning to end. It'll be fun to see if he carries that over into this one.
Here's Mookie Betts. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Leading off tonight for Boston, the right fielder.
Here comes the first pitch.
Betts.
First pitch of the night here is taken for ball 1 as we are underway in Toronto. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they come in winners of 2 straight, and they've been playing some good baseball as well.
Hey, Matty V, this has been a good division so far. And hey, D-Row, even though their lead isn't as big as it once was, they're playing some good baseball, and they'd love to carry this into a strong month of May.
Yeah, they find themselves sitting in first place after April. I'm telling you, that's all you can ask for in this game. I know it's a long season, a lot of games left to be played, but they find themselves in a nice spot.
And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, one thing's for sure, they love what Mookie Betts brings to their offense. This guy's hitting over 450 his last 10 games. He's the guy I'm watching, but not only in this game, I watched him in batting practice too, and he was hammering the ball. When you get on a kind of a roll like he is right now, his confidence is soaring, and right now he's seeing the ball great.
Backhanded, and an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Here's J.D. Martinez. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. The cutter runs outside. Ball 1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people. Pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. Red Sox nothing. Blue Jays coming to bat. Major League Baseball on the show. Martin Perez, the Venezuelan left-hander, will be the man on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy's really struggled coming into this game, right? The league is hitting just under 300 against this guy, and that's something he really needs to improve on. And it'll be interesting to see if that trend continues in this start here.
Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
In now, number 13. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Comes set, and the 0-1. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1. But now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
27.
Stepping in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And he's looking to snap out of what's been a rather dry spell at the plate. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope.
Too low, 1-0.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
The 1-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bradley is there. He makes the play. Runner tags and heads for third. And in the end, the tag appears to have been a bluff. He's back to second. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matt, talking to the coaches, I think they're a little worried about the production they're getting out of the 5-hole. He's hitting under 250 for the season. You think about it, that's basically 1 for 4 every game with some overs mixed in there. It tells you about the inconsistency he's had so far in the batter's box.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Here's the first pitch to him, and a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. In his career, Grichuk carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. 1-0. Here it is. Fouled off. 2 down, runners at first and second. Took him right up the ladder that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, it's looking like he may be able to get out of this one after giving up 2 singles early.
Ready with the 1-2. Hit back toward the mound. Gloved by Bogarts. Bogarts lays out. What a stop. Not in time. That was a phenomenal stop, but it winds up a base hit, and the inning continues.
Well, there are 2 outs, so nothing's guaranteed, but when you can load the bases in the home half of the first, you've got to find a way to at least cash in 1. If this guy escapes this mess, his confidence is just going to grow as the game goes on.
He's set, and the pitch. Shoots this one over to first. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. 1 run is scored.
That's just your classic ribby knock right there, Dan. He's able to turn on the pitch he wanted right there and drive it into the outfield.
Good job getting the barrel to the ball right there, able to get that one through and picks up an RBI. Hard hit and a well-deserved run batted in.
Brandon Drury will bat next as he'll take a look at ball 1. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. The 1-0. 2-0.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0 and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
The 2-0. 3-0 now.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
He's set. The 3-0 offering. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Man, it's been an absolute nightmare start to the game, and the nightmare continues as he walks in a run here in the first. The wheels are not completely off the bus, but they're definitely wobbling. We'll see if he can limit the damage going forward.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Next pitch will be number 24 in this long first inning. Tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. Second inning coming up from. Here's Xander Bogaerts now as we take a look at the splits between April and May. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. Down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Skied down the left field line, and this will wind up a foul ball. The next 0-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Toronto Blue Jays today. And let's take a look at Travis Shaw. The calling card's the bat, left-handed power, the ability to manipulate both gaps, but also a very adequate, very underrated defender on both corners, both first and third.
Coming to the plate now, Rafael Devers. He's just hoping for something to go his way in this one. And as you can see, it's not been the case of late. No balls and a strike to count. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Devers is retired, 2 down now.
Good job of getting him to chase the ball in the dirt right there. Hey, also credit the catcher for keeping it close and finishing it off with a good throw to first. That's harder than it looks, but big league catchers make it look easy sometimes.
Into the box, Michael Chavis, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
Digging in now, Christian Vasquez. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Chavis is off at first with 2 away. Down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. One and two to the Red Sox catcher.
There's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. Locks him up for strike 3. Red Sox leave one. They're still down. It's 2-0. Stepping in for the Jays, Reese McGuire. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Yeah, 3 straight balls to start the inning, and it's clear to me he just hasn't found his rhythm out there yet.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second. Ready for another chance. Bo Bichette. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
1-0 the count. Ready with the 1-0. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. A runner at first with no outs here. In the dirt. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, now might be a good time to make a visit to the mound. Your pitcher walks the first batter and allows him to get into scoring position with the wild pitch. Got to settle him down and make sure everything.
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Standing in now, number 13. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Chavis will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone.
Now batting, number 27.
Into the box, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this is low, ball 1. And he'll snap one over to first. And he's back in standing. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
The 2-0 on the way. Now a swing and a fly ball. Betts coming on, but this will land untouched. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. And a barehanded pickup. Not in time.
Looks like the pitching coach is going to come out and have a word with him. Don't like to see that in the second inning, but once he makes sure he's okay physically, I'm sure it'll be just words of encouragement the rest of the way.
So 2 men are on with 1 man out, and that'll bring up Rowdy Tellez. From the belt, the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Man, I really like the way this lineup is making this guy work today. You're going to see the bullpen getting going here soon.
Line towards center field. Bradley is there. 2 gone.
The batter, the center fielder, Rendell Grichuk.
So striding forward now, Rendell Grichuk. He's set. Here it comes. Just off the outside that time. Laid off for a ball.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
Sharp ground ball to third. And just past his outstretched glove into left. A base hit. And he is safe at the plate. It's now a 4-0 game. So he's able to come through here with 2 away, and that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. At the plate, Travis Shaw, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Here's the first pitch to him. No balls and 1 strike. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
As a veteran pitcher, he knows if he's going to have success in this one, he's got to establish that pitch in, get those guys to respect it, and open up that outer half of the plate.
2 balls and a strike now. Now the 2-1 pitch. The count now at 2-2.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change, he had to be sitting off speed right there.
Swing and a line drive. A leap here, but it ticks off his glove. Throw to the plate. And he is under the tag at home. It's a 5-0 game now.
The right fielder, number 3, Brandon Drury.
Now the Red Sox skipper's up out of the dugout and on his way toward the mound.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and we're going to see a pitching change, as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight.
Number 46.
So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side, and no one can corral that one. Base hit, and the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's a 6-0 ball game.
Number 8, second baseman.
Digging in to try it again, Kevin Biggio. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Chacin comes set. Here comes the first pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Line toward the gap in left center, and that's going to get down out there. And he's in safely to third, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
Well, we've already had some hard hit balls in the first 2 innings here, and here's another one. Absolutely jumped off his bat and into the outfield, bringing another run home here in the early going.
Into the box now, Reese McGuire. Vasquez is under it, and that's the 3rd out. So this once slim lead is slim no longer as 5 runs come across. Next up, Mitch Moreland, and the home away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Now the 1-1 pitch is a curveball in the dirt.
1 strike.
To 2-2 now.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
3-2, full count. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Biggio from shallow right. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. And with 1 away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play. Here's Jackie Bradley now. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
Line drive to center field. And there's the first hit of the game for the Red Sox.
Dan, how frustrating is that right there? You execute your spot, keep the
Now
ball
batting,
down below the zone,
right fielder.
and the hitter's still able to execute and drive it up the middle.
Yeah, that's one of the things, Mark, as a pitcher, you're taught to work down in the zone. You're not always going to have the ball hit to one of your fielders, but if you consistently keep the ball down in the zone, good things will happen.
Mookie Betts
Will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Offline throw, but they still got him. Good job of getting the tag down there.
Well, so much for that first hit of the game. Tried to press their luck and move him up to second with the steal, but it didn't work out.
1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Two and two. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
It's a fine line from working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him, so he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
Well, as a leadoff man, the team looks for you to get on base any way you can. This isn't the preferred route, at least for him, but hey, they'll take it.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. 0-1 the count. The 0-1 on its way. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Betts leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning.
Well, I think after that foul away, this pitcher can go almost anywhere he wants. That pitch was way off the plate and off speed. I'm surprised he even offered it that one.
The 1-2. Swing and a liner, but foul. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. One left for the Red Sox. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Back now here at Rogers Center, and here's Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the third inning and posting a bunch of runs right out the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his third hit tonight.
Boy, when things are good, things are going really good. How about a swinging bunt infield single right there for his third knock of the game, D-Row?
Yeah, he has to be feeling frisky right now. He's had 2 great at-bats, and then this one, he's 100% on fire. Getting an infield single for his third knock of the game, that's awesome.
Hit hard back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
The second for 1. Back over to Moreland, and they get 2 out of it.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit on the ground to third. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
And those are plays that cost you ball games. You're already losing, and then you make an error like that to compound things. That's how things snowball on you, and you start to feel like you can't do anything right.
Here's Randall Grichuk as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
Benintendi will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Now the Red Sox DH, J.D. Martinez. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. Line down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. Here it comes on 1-1. And right into the shift. But a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. Three balls and two strikes to the DH for the Red Sox.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
Good battle. Count remains full. To third. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
The batter, number 2.
All right, so time now for the Blue Jays Road to the Show report as we see a couple of prospects performing at high levels in the upper minors. So one away, and here's the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. Here comes the first pitch. Lower part of the zone, but it's taken for a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Here comes Ryu, 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
1-2.
Popped up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Now batting.
Now to the plate, Rafael Devers. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. Lifted the other way to left center. Grichuk is after it. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. Still 8-0. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. His lifetime numbers against Chacin. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. And this is off the corner and low, ball 1. To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. And gone up into the second deck. A solo home run there for Travis Shaw. Number 11 for him on the season as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
Stepping in now, Brandon Drury. Fouled away. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. A windup and the 0-1. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball one. A 1-1. Misses, ball two.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Slider can't find the zone here, and he's behind now 3-1.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all on the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
Bradley is there. He's got it one away.
The batter, number 8.
And there are the final
Second
numbers for the
baseman,
Boston starter.
Kevin.
Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 home. Runs a bit inside for a ball. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
On to Moreland, and that's in time for the second out.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Reese McGuire. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Chacin steps into the windup. First pitch on the way. And he gets a toward the backstop. 2 out, nobody on. This is on the ground over to first. Moreland's there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Jays add 1 more on the solo home run. We played 4. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Well, Matt, I talked with manager Alex Cora during the break about his thoughts on the Red Sox hitters to this point. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Michael Chavis is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me.
Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. And this is going to get to the wall now out near the Toronto bullpen. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. So that'll go into the books as an E6, and he'll be kicking himself over that one. Digging in, Christian Vasquez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And this will kick off the base of the wall. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
Now batting, the first baseman.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, painting the corners, but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost him with an RBI extra base hit right there.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Moreland, 33 years old. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Shaw into foul territory. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Vasquez leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. Bradley, or JBJ as the initials read. He was selected in the first round back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
The 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Here's another 2-2, and he struck him out.
I think we're starting to see the frustration mount from this offense. It's been a pretty dominant performance on the mound, and these hitters have had no answer for anything he's throwing up there. That will wear on you if it lasts throughout most of the game like it has here.
In now, Mookie Betts, and it's fouled away. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. 1 run on 3 hits and 1 error on the Boston line score. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been.
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the side. Red Sox strike for a run on the RBI double. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's the Blue Jays 9 and the Red Sox 1. Digging in once again, Bo Bichette. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. Line drive to center field. Bradley is right there, 1 down.
Now batting, no left fielder.
Stepping into the box, number 13. He enters this at bat 1 for 2 with a walk. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing, and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the 2nd out. Sliding into the box, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least. So you know he wants to make up for it right here.
And Mookie will make the play, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. Now at the plate, Andrew Benintendi, and through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up. This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
The designated hitter,
Now at the plate, J.D. Martinez. 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Benintendi gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. Well hit to right, but a foul ball. 1 run, 4 hits, and 1 error on the Boston line score. Again, he sends it out of play. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
A line shot to third base, and the runner gets back. No double play.
The batter, number 2, shortstop.
At the plate, Xander Bogaerts. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Cut fastball in there for a called strike.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Heading out towards shallow right. Drury's on his horse. He gets there, and that's the second out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
The third baseman.
2 men are gone now in the Boston half of the 6th, and that brings up the third baseman, Rafael Devers. Blake Buchholz takes over here with the runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Number 36.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Grounder down the line at third. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Cut fastball above the letters, a ball and a strike. Buchholz, a native Texan. He's a veteran of 13 years at the major league level, which really points to the consistency he's shown since he first broke in.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
The batter.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Into the box, Michael Chavis, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. A ball and 2 strikes now. Second and third, 2 away. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. Boston strands a couple. They trail big. It's 9-1. Rowdy Tellez the next to bat. An error allowed him to reach base in his last appearance.
Number 44.
Now here it comes. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
I'm shocked this pitcher keeps trying to attack the zone with them being so aggressive early in the count. You wonder if he wouldn't be served a little better. Just kind of nibbling for a little bit early and then pound in the zone late.
Billy McKinney will be summoned now to be the pinch runner
for the Blue Jays. Number 28, Billy McKinney.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. McKinney aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. Into the second deck and gone. Randall Grichuk, a 2-run shot. Home run number 15 for him thus far as the blowout continues.
I think if this pitch would have been a little higher and in on his hands, it would have been effective. But he left this one belt high. Big mistake. He's a guy that will feast on belt high pitches on the inner half, which is pretty obvious now.
Standing in now, Travis Shaw. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
Well, you look at his numbers, and there's no doubt he's faring much better against lefties, hitting better than 400 against them this season. And when you see swings like this, you can see why.
First offering on its way. Hit on the ground to third. And that's the first out. In now, Kevin Biggio. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Bradley on the run. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Number 10.
Stepping in, Reese McGuire. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. Chacin comes set. First pitch on the way. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. Shaw rounds third and is digging for the plate. Safe at the plate as they extend their lead even further.
Hey, D-Roy, I think we got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs and looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing he's a little bit tired, going to leave stuff over the middle of the plate. Won't be surprised to see the bullpen get going. Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AB.
On the run is Benintendi,
but he's not going to get there, and he's headed for extra bases again. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Wow, that's a baker's dozen. 13 runs right there, and they can't do anything wrong with the plate. I'm no expert, but I would have to bet that the manager would love to save some of those runs for the next game. Regardless, there's some happy men in that dugout.
And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up, you're going to swing before the pitcher even.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that. Back here at Rogers Center in Toronto. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are.
Now playing first base.
Striding in for Boston, Christian Vasquez. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
it doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Right side. To his left, Biggio. And a spin throw gets him at first. A fine play there for the first out.
Not sure the spin throw was necessary there, but it sure looked good. Would have been questionable if he threw it away, but he put it right on the money for the out.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
0-2.
Now the pitch. And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Mitch Moreland is the second out in the 7th inning.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
And he misses low with it. 2-0.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pulled toward right center field. Grichuk is in pursuit. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Red Sox. Brian Johnson enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
61.
So coming to the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Fly ball heading for the alley. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
That was a pretty good fastball, and it almost got by him, but he's able to slap it in the gap in the right center field. Because of the velocity off the bat, the outfielders couldn't cut it off in time, and it allowed him to cruise into second really easy.
That's popped up. Coming in is Benintendi. He can't get there as it falls in. The throw to the plate. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Man, I haven't seen an offensive explosion like this since I don't know when. It's been a combination of spotty pitching and inconsistent defense, and now they posted an amazing 14 runs on the board.
Here comes the first pitch. Fouled off. Oh, and 1. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. The 1-2. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. There's 1 on to first, and they get the double play. But boy, was he ever upended at second base.
The first baseman,
striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Travis Shaw. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Mookie Betts. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
Number 14 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 14.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Hung the slider there, but laid off for ball one. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two. Line to the right side. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, or probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
3-2 now. Now the 3-2 pitch. Ground ball to second. This could be two. One there. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. And now it looks like they want some time to review that one here, so they'll check with their replay guys. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want to do with this one.
Next will be the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
No offer at that one. It's a cold strike.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you've got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand it.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Red Sox go down quietly, and they remain well behind. Settling in now, Brandon Drury. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
The third baseman, Brandon Drury.
Pitch on the way. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The batter, number 8. Second base
Standing in, Kevin Biggio. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First pitch on its way. 4-1. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Benintendi is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting.
Now in the box, Reese McGuire. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Coming in is Benintendi. He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
Boy, that's something you see often in batting practice. Guys using the whole
11.
field there, D-Row. I like to see that. A lefty that's just not always pull happy.
100%, Dan. The pitchers have gotten so much nastier in today's game that if you're not willing to play with the entire field, you're going to struggle.
Stepping in now, Bo Bichette. Bet's coming on. 4 hits already in this one and looking for number 5 here. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. A ball hit softly on a line to third. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning. Next will be the cleanup. Xander Bogaerts starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Now trying to pick things up where he left off, Rafael Devers. He doubled his last time through.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
Number 67 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch. Popped straight up. In there, a base hit. The throw to third, but too late, and he's safe at third. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Into the box now, Michael Chavis. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Gurriel moves over. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. Notch one in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate. So stepping in, Christian Vasquez. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Grichuk comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2.
Now batting.
Red Sox down to their final out now, and that'll bring up a former Gold Glover, the first baseman Mitch Moreland. Strike one to start the at-bat. 0-1 count and the pitch, and he misses with it. 1-1. Devers at second with 2 down. Into the corner and slicing foul. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Last strike now for the Red Sox. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Strike 3. Good night, Boston.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
14-2 the final score in this one. Toronto get their division leading 30th win of the year. Hyunjin Ryu earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Martin Perez allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew.